Shaq put it on the slapping sound effects right now.
You see it?
I cannot believe Will Smith slap a black man on live TV.
Yeah, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Listen, I know y'all thinking, oh, everybody didn't talk about everybody. It's our turn. Before we turn now.
We have to get peace.
We have to get peace of this. We want peace. Not of the slap. Not of the slap. But come on, we have to talk about it, John.
Yo, that shit look choreographed as shit.
Yeah, it don't look real.
It didn't look real at all.
Nah.
But you know what else slap?
Well, he said that
This intro, though.
I see what you did right there, dog.
Oh.
Podcast.
So, hey.
The Island.
Hey.
Right now we and we hey English drink
plenty.
Hey.
Rum.
Hustle hard, rich and pocket never empty.
Give thanks to
Blessing it to show what it a flow. Well, it's a rum table. Yo, Shaq, pick up yourself on this podcast. You don't know what Just Stick a represent and you're listening to the Rum Table podcast. So,
boom.
Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Table podcast. It's your boy, Richie Rich, real big man thing.
And it's your boy Shaq, aka No Slaps Allowed.
Yo, we have to really talk about this nonsense going on now. Oscars, and all of a sudden, I don't know, Will Smith turned Oscar De La Hoya upon people at the Oscars. We have to really get into it.
Yo, I don't know, the man must have been in a character still, is it?
Yo, that makes sense. That's what I thought. I'm like, this man is... King Richard was a good movie, no?
Yeah.
King Richard was a good movie. So this man was seriously in his role.
He was in his role. He's stuck in it.
I tell you, no.
You know, like how Jim Carrey does get stuck in his roles?
Yeah. Interesting enough, Jim Carrey came out and said that he had a problem with what Will Smith did. You saw that?
Nice segue there. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, a man watch TV nowadays. You see it?
But nah, he was going at Will, man. He was saying it was a disgrace.
Yeah, man. It don't look good. You're supposed to be...
Of course. It's a disgrace.
Why you say that?
It's a disgrace because how could everybody else act more civilized in that setting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
It tarnish. Hear the word me use? Tarnish. It tarnish.
And that was the same night that he won.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So it tarnished everything else that people work so hard on the entire time. Samuel Jackson won an award as well. First time winning an award that night now.
Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
First of all, how is that possible?
That doesn't make sense too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was his first time winning as well. That just obviously got overshadowed.
Right. Everything is going to get overshadowed.
Questlove. There's people that work so hard on them thing and you gonna go stand up on live TV get slap man.
That was like the Kanye West moment from way back in the time.
Yeah. No,
that's a Kanye move.
This is worse though. This is worse. Nobody can tell me this is not worse than what Kanye West did.
I mean, he physically... Yeah,
you physically assault somebody. You slap them.
You can't do that, man. Even if y'all have an issue, you can't do that. Willie. I know you personally, Willie.
Exactly. But yo,
I grew up watching your shit. Willie.
Yeah, no. Yo, my soul backs. I can't even watch no Will Smith movie right now. Like I don't want to watch no Will Smith movie. And the man have some good movies. I'm searching to Netflix. Be a Will Smith movie pop up. I'm gonna say, yo, I can't even support this man right here. I don't rate what the man did. Hey, you know what? Turn on a Chris Rock special. Like everything Chris Rock I can help the man out.
Yo, this a good boost. On the radio they were saying there's people that were buying tickets to his shows.
Yeah, it boosted his ticket sales for sure, which makes sense. I was talking to my mom about that yesterday, and she's saying that she thinks it was all planned. Because its sales went. No,
I think so too, dog. Because I also seen some comments, right? Not just one. I seen a bunch of comments on the YouTube thing, the YouTube video,
right?
And people were saying they would have never even known about the Oscars going on unless Will Smith didn't slap the man.
That's very true. Nobody watched that no more like that. I was watching it because I don't have shit to do.
But right. You know. Well, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Y'all have been listening. No, I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Oh my god.
So I believe that these people will sacrifice somebody. Sometimes you just have to sacrifice somebody's career for boosting the
sales. Yeah. I don't disagree that that's not a real thing. But in this situation, I don't think that already happened. I don't think so. Okay. But, I really want to get into this. This is really what I want to talk about now. So y'all don't get vexed. This is really what I want to talk about. Because everybody has so much opinions on this actual situation. and it's gonna be around for a very long time, whether we believe it or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oscars is a yearly thing.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
Somebody
come up again.
Somebody are gonna bring it up next
Right.
year. Same.
Even if it's as a joke. Even if it's a joke.
The next host.
Yeah, check. So I wouldn't be surprised if the host now will make a joke next year where they're going up to probably slap one of the presenters or something. It's gonna be a thing like that. You know what I mean? But before we get into too much of that, it's a rum table podcast. We have to drink rum. Today's a bit different, because we're having a rum that we've had before. This is the first time we've ever done this.
Yeah, double up.
We actually did enjoy this rum a lot when we had it the last time, right? It's the Kingston 62, by Appleton.
Right.
But the reason why we're drinking it is because our very good friends at Kennedy's Club
Big up yourself,
sponsored
Kennedy's.
this. And big up yourself, man. Everybody at Kennedy's, Angelise, Riva, all y'all, thank you so much. We're having this one for you guys. But before I start pouring up, Shaq with the facts must let us know what's going on. But Shaq, we're doing something different, you see. We're not doing a rum facts today.
No, today we're doing a Kennedy's fact.
We're doing like a company facts.
Company
like that.
facts.
Right.
We might have to insert that here.
It's a special one today.
Yeah.
All right, well, Shaq, do your thing,
So let me get into it.
Pour up.
As we said, it's Kennedy's Club Limited. They were established in 1962. All right. This is back in Antigua. So for y'all in Antigua, y'all know. It started out as a rum shop in Liberta Village. Big things that. You see, big up yourself, Liberta, massive. They grew more locations in the city and then went on to become a big time distributor for some international brands. As anybody that's gone to the rum shop would know.
Oh yeah, I've been, Doc. I've been. Yo, back in the days.
Why you smile so bright for that?
Cause it was just me. It was that rum shop. I knew I didn't belong. Cause just beer older people.
Yeah, beer old man in there.
But I remember thinking that was the only place that sold alcohol.
Yeah,
It was that kind of vibe. It's like, okay,
You know, back in Antigua back then, you had certain spots you go to for certain things.
Yeah, with certain things.
It's
like
go for drink
Kennedy sell alcohol. Yeah. Everybody else sell moonshine. It's not real alcohol unless you go Kennedy's.
All right.
But
one of the key locations, it was called Kennedy's Classic Bar downtown, which that's what we're talking about. People still refer to it as Kennedy's Rum Shop. It carries a list of premium rums, right? Zacapa rums, Bumbu rums, Brugal rums, Captain Morgan, etc., etc. The list goes on. Recently, they would have rebranded the Appleton Special, which we're looking at right now. Affordable pouring rum to a completely different brand, Kingston 62. And they only kept the estate rums to represent the Appleton brand. And that's what we went over last episode.
That's right. And like I said, we've already had the Kingston 62. Y'all can check out the episode we did on that. We get into the rum facts on that rum. Kingston 62 is a very good rum. So we definitely recommend it. If y'all never had it, those in Antigua right now, y'all link Kennedy's Club for it. Appleton. So must represent, must support.
And just go check it out. Powell's Main Road. You don't know.
Thanks again.
So
with that being said,
back to the earth-shattering slap.
I gotta ask you, what is your take on it? What is your take from the exact situation when you realize that, the slap is real, or you don't think it's real?
Okay, so all right, so I'll put it to you like this. I was on the road, my woman hit me up.
Hold on, sorry to stop you. I gotta ask you, you think there's people in the world right now that's listening to this don't know the actual situation?
Of course.
Okay, so let's talk about it. What happened?
All right,
let's start the story then.
All right, I would have never known.
Okay,
I'm not a social media guy, so there's people out there that don't know.
All right. Well, let's get
whether
into
they listen to podcasts or not.
Let's get into it.
So I'm on the road. My woman hit me up. Did you see the Instagram post I sent you? Obviously, I didn't. Never do. I went and I checked it out.
Yeah.
And it's Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Now, at first, when I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? Why? This is random. As fuck. Weird as fuck. This is not Will Smith character, or at least what he shows us on Instagram. Yeah. Come on, this is Mr. World Peace right here.
Mr. World
Love
Peace.
and unity and all that shit.
Yeah. You always have the best quotes and speeches.
Yeah, check.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that his woman, Jada, had alopecia.
Wait, hold on. Jada is Will Smith's woman?
His wife. No?
I mean it not, because I can't do social media.
Because the entanglement shit?
Apparently, I thought Entanglement was a movie, but apparently a Will Smith, the Smiths lifestyle, that apparently.
No, but I thought I thought that was while they were on a break.
I saw them call it. I don't know. I don't even know what a break is anymore.
Oh, that was just all PR and shit. Huh?
I have no clue. But
we don't know anymore. All right. Well,
sorry. Go ahead.
His wife, or who we assume is still his wife, because in Hollywood, you know how it goes. They could have done divorce long time, and we don't know.
And we don't know. Very
years
true.
after, right?
Facts.
She has alopecia. So that kind of changed the game when I started looking through the comments and realized, oh shit, that's what happened. Because when the actual slap, like if you look at the video, those of you who haven't looked at it, if you go look at the video right now, the slap don't look real. Like who slapped somebody like that?
Right. But let's just, for those that don't know, which shouldn't be too much, but alopecia is basically a medical term for bald, patchy hair that people develop from different reason.
A kind of cancer?
It's like a medical condition.
Oh, medical. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it's not good. It's not good, obviously. And for those of y'all that are human beings, know that women are very attached to their hair. It's a very big part of a woman's life.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, he probably took it as a diss. And from what I gathered, all right, I'm getting all this information about the two of them and shit after the fact, right?
Yeah.
That they're brethren from a long time. They're good.
Brethren.
Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Yeah, of course. They're in Hollywood for years.
Brethren and like Chris Rock should have known, but then Chris Rock didn't know.
Chris Rock should have known what this. Who knew? Yo, do you know many celebrities came out and said they didn't know the shot alopecia? Right, nobody knew.
But then I also saw that she was on her show. What is it? Red Table,
Round Table, whatever it is.
Yeah, she was talking about it. No,
who know? I don't know. The thing is, I'm not saying that people don't watch it, but because you said it once, everybody knows.
True. It's not that he's a busy dude. He's a famous dude. So
yeah,
he probably didn't know. But I mean, if they're friends.
Because you work in the same business mean we're friends. Like
no, but I'm saying the internet's out here claiming that they're friends. Like they're brethren from a while. They know each other.
All right, fine. Let's assume. I disagree. I don't think they're friends, but still.
Okay. All right.
Let's play the card that they're friends. Because they're friends. Even more reason if they're friends. Right?
You still you do not diss a man like that.
Yeah, you can't do that. So the problem is still the joke rather than the fact
No, it's both. It's first of all, you don't make a joke like that about the man's woman as y'all are brethren.
Okay.
But Chris Rock could have to me it wasn't even that bad of a joke. If she didn't have alopecia, it's not a bad joke. It's like when's G.I. Jane coming out? She's bald, but she still is beautiful bald.
Exactly.
So what does it matter?
It wasn't really that harsh of a diss. I'm watching with my wife at the same time now, and she didn't really get the joke in the first place. And I'm like, have you seen G.I. Jane? Like, it's a hype movie.
Yeah.
And I'm not, besides the fact that you clearly say he's talking about the hairstyle is what correlates both of them.
Right.
But G.I. Jane is a fierce woman.
Yeah.
She's a hardcore warrior. Yeah. And you're telling me that you got offended by that. Okay, fine. She's allowed to be offended. That's the next thing, There's no problem if you get offended by something. But it's how you react to it is what matters at the end of the day.
All right, so now let's get into the best part.
People can't get offended no more?
You're not allowed to. Comedians can't do their job anymore. There's no place in society right now for comedians. You're
not allowed to offend people nowadays. That's really my question.
If my feelings are hurt by your joke, the world has to change to suit me.
To suit me. That's ridiculous.
We're living in a world where everybody's the center of the world.
I like that. That's exactly what it is. It's like, weird. No, so how dare you say something to me that I don't like? Or say something around me that I don't like?
Even worse, you should have fucking known that I wouldn't like it.
Oh my God. You should have known. And that's what I'm saying. People are gonna start making excuses like, oh no, they had to know. They had to know. They had to have been friends. No, that shit shouldn't even matter. It shouldn't matter. And I'm not saying that two people can't be wrong. Chris Rock couldn't be wrong. Fine. But he's wrong too. You can't come up with this excuse 100%. That he's defending his woman. What?
Yeah, because he could have, the same way you was shouting after, he could have just shouted. If you wanted to interrupt the
thing, simple. You could have just shouted and say, no.
The man casually walked. Yo, it's not a short walk from what I saw, It wasn't a short walk.
The boss man, his walk was so slow, I thought he was wearing like a cape. Because all I kept seeing was like the jacket that's flowing in the wind, blowing in the back. Like this man was...
You see what I'm saying?
Yo,
this shit looks fabricated.
The Oscar thing is like the most weird thing I've ever seen. All of a sudden, Will Smith turned Oscar de la Hoya upon the Oscars. And how did Chris Rock see a man coming on stage?
Okay, come on, Rich, come on.
With a long fucking stage. And all of a sudden, what do you think he's coming for after you said a joke about his wife?
I'm in Chris Rock's shoes, I understand fully why he stood there for that slap. There's no way he would have thought that slap was coming. Bro, there's no way he would have thought Will Smith would have walked all the way up there to slap him.
I know, because it's so outrageous,
it's
right?
insane.
It's insane.
It's not, bro, look at the people that's around it. It's not like he was out and stunted at Blue Jeans back home, you know.
I understand. Okay, I understand that. Okay, but let's just say you see a homeless person at the side of the road, right? And you're just walking, and the homeless person get up and he start walk next to you.
Yo, that's different.
Listen to me. Are you not going to be? You don't think the homeless man is gonna kill you? No. But you will be a bit more cautious.
You'll be more cautious, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. And whether you want to say, okay, he doesn't know the homeless man or whatever, and he kind of knows Will Smith, I don't think it matters. I just don't. I think, how is he not cautious? His hand was still in his pocket.
No, dog. Listen.
When the man come up to him.
Listen to me. In a setting like that, there's no way that somebody's going to walk up and slap you. One.
Because he was too brave.
It's not about braveness. It's just, that's stupid. That was stupidity to the fullest. And you don't expect that from somebody like Will Smith.
Yeah.
Two, he probably thought Will Smith was coming here just to grab the mic and just say something and come back at Chris and
that's
then
what
about
that's
his
what
business.
that's what I thought.
That's what anybody in their right mind would have thought.
I'm watching it live, and it never crossed my mind that Will Smith was coming to do Chris Rock something, assault him. Never crossed my mind. I'm like, oh snap, what's going on?
And the walk was way too smooth.
Yeah, and
so
then
you know.
Instantly, you couldn't even see everything because it started. If you're watching it live, it starts just cutting the feed and cutting the audio out instantly.
Yeah. I think in Canada, they were saying it in Canada.
Yeah, you couldn't hear nothing. You couldn't hear nothing. Yeah, so you had to literally go online and get it from like Japan and Australia and stuff. Yeah, those are the only people that didn't get their live feed cut off. But yeah, you're definitely not thinking, yo, this man literally is gonna go do him something, because the joke. Most people had already done forgot the joke, especially if you never even seen the movie. You had no relevance to the joke. You didn't get it, so you're already on to the next.
Yeah. The crazy part, Chris Rock was already about to move on to something else.
Yeah, he was already about to cut, which is what he originally went on to do.
It was just a casual, just a quick joke.
Yep.
And then he was just gonna move on with the thing, and then Will Smith cemented it in the fucking internet forever.
Mad. And then
nobody would have paid attention to it.
No, you wouldn't have remembered. And that's my thing. How is it so offensive if you didn't even care about the joke until Will Smith did something?
Right.
As in nobody did. Nobody cared about the joke.
Well, that's because we didn't know the backstory.
Which backstory? That you have alopecia?
But is alopecia cancer?
No, of course not.
Could her life be in danger? Let me look
this
shit
up. Dude, it's hair loss, my guy.
No, but I thought
you never. It's like you right now getting up. I'm not saying it's. Listen, it's like a couple patches in your head from the barbershop, but it's a medical condition that you can't really.
Okay, but
do
check
anything
this.
About.
Check this. Hair loss is a common side effect of cancer treatment.
Yeah, but that's alopecia, not what it is. It's a side effect of a cancer treatment.
So maybe she's dying and we just don't know. And Will knows, my nigga. And she lost her hair because of it. I know. Yeah,
that's not the case, though. It isn't, and it still doesn't matter.
I'm just trying to give it more context.
And I'm trying to say, even if it was the case, it's a comedian making a joke.
Right.
So if you're offended, you just basically say, "Yo, I didn't appreciate that joke." Simple.
But that's why it makes it so much more compelling to say, "Oh, that they're friends." Because it's like, nah. Check this out.
I don't care.
Check this out. Imagine. I don't even want to really say this, to be honest, but God forbid your wife is dying from something, fighting something, and she lost her hair, and we're at some event or something, and I have to talk, and I just make a quick joke about your wife and being bald.
Yeah,
you would take that fucked up because
you don't know that.
I know, but I know the situation.
Yes, but
why would I bring it up?
Use common sense as well. If you brought up a joke about my wife knowing her situation, that makes you a fucked up person. That doesn't mean that I need to come up on stage and disrespect.
No, the way he handled it.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not saying that he's right for handling it the way he did. You know?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying the offended part, him being offended. Because the joke is nothing. The joke is just a quick, light-hearted joke. But you can still get offended if you have personal reasons.
But that's what I'm telling you. I have no problem. That's what I'm saying from the start now. People think that you getting offended is like the end of the world. How can we have these people didn't know she had alopecia. You know how now people know? Because she got offended by it. And that's what I'm saying. The people act like, how are you gonna have how are you gonna have discussions with people? How do you really get to know somebody unless you can be offensive sometimes? You know, I'm not saying rude, you know.
No.
I'm saying we're
offended.
we're having conversations where you might be offended just by, for example, if I see a person and I walk up to them or whatever and I say, "Hey, miss, do you mind showing me where Starbucks is?" And the person says to me, "I'm offended. I'm not a miss. I'm a missus."
Right.
Or whatever.
Right,
you know what I mean? Or
shit like that.
Refer to me as my pronoun. Which, how the fuck am I supposed to know?
You have to read their mind first of all.
But I'm just giving an example.
Read their fucking mind, Rich.
But my point is, you're allowed to be offended. No, I learned. But the thing is, I have no problem calling you by your pronouns. But I can only go by my visuals, what I can see.
Right.
So,
which is how we classify things in the first place.
Right. So then after you've been offended and you've corrected me, you hear that? You've corrected me. And now we move on from that. I've learned what you want to be referred to as. So now you're not offended the next time around.
Well, I take it even further than that. Why are you getting offended if the person wouldn't have known?
Well, that's my...
Why get offended? Just correct the person.
But that's my thing. The excuse is now that, okay, well, Will Smith has been through so much. Everybody making jokes about his wife for so long and them and entanglement and blah blah. So now he's had enough. Right. Or when he won his award now, which no shade to him, he deserved that award. King Richard is a really good movie. Right. He did well. My thing about that is that in his speech, he's basically saying that him being King Richard and protecting that family and protecting his family, and that's basically what he's doing. He's indirectly saying, you know, that's basically what he did that night.
Right.
Never apologized to Chris Rock.
He didn't apologize in that moment.
But that's not a good reason. That to me, okay, so I'm not saying don't defend your wife, but like that.
You know what? Yo, first of all, it's like there's a thing. What do you call it? There's like rules of conduct. That's not the word. That's not what I'm looking for, but it's like similar to that. If there's a host on the stage, you do not interfere with his act. You don't interfere with his proceedings.
No. And as a matter of fact, that actually is like a thing anyway. It's just like, do you know if you go to a comedy show and you start heckling the comedian, you get kicked out?
You get kicked the fuck out.
So I don't even know what's going on that night. That's why most people think, oh no, this is a part of the act, because how is Will Smith allowed to even walk on stage?
But
that don't make sense.
We've seen these type of events do shit like that, right? We've seen these kind of things happen before.
What do you mean?
Like let's say Kevin Hart was the host and then Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in the thing, but we all know Instagram, blah blah blah. They use it as an opportunity for him to come up on stage,
right? But
do some shit,
but remember,
pick him up, drag him off stage or some shit. You know?
Yeah. But those things is usually rehearsed.
But that's what I'm saying. It kind of looked rehearsed to me when I
agree.
Who slap? Okay, when you slap somebody, right? I'm not saying everybody has slapped somebody, but I'm saying when you slap somebody, it's not like your hand recoils and you kind of like cock back your hand in a kind of way. It's like he didn't want to slap him with the full force, but he wanted to slap him. He wanted to do like a immediate slap, not a proper slap, but not a slap. It wasn't an all the way slap. It was just I'm teaching you a lesson slap.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, that shit look rehearsed as fuck to me.
It does, but then now that you know that it's not rehearsed, the question is,
do I know though? That's the real question.
It is.
I'm a conspiracy guy.
My fucking goodness,
I'm a conspiracy guy.
But
let's go with it's not rehearsed.
It's not rehearsed, right? And then he was allowed to walk up on stage.
Who's gonna stop him?
No security.
Nobody. They would have never expected some shit like that.
But you're supposed to. That's what you have them there for.
Security from who? It's all fucking celebrities. Like, why is a celebrity doing that shit?
More reasons to have security.
Less reasons.
It's all celebrities.
Okay, in a room full of presidents, are you gonna expect that a president's gonna get up and start fighting?
But you think a room full of presidents and there's no security?
But the security is for the outside. They had security. It's just not for them inside.
Dude, that's not how it works.
They're not protecting the stage from who? You're not protecting the stage from the audience in an event like that because the audience is the celebrities.
All right, I see what you're saying, but it doesn't work like that. That's why it doesn't make sense how this whole thing happened. And then, okay, let's just say the security is at the back. I'm still giving you more and more reasons. Let's just say the security is at the back. They can't stop him from going on stage. They couldn't prevent the slap. He gets to go back and sit down.
And sit down casual.
In the front row.
Well, okay. I also thought about that.
What was about that?
People, like, the way everybody laughed. Yo, he got slapped, and everybody was still, like, happy and in a good mood.
Because everybody still think it's fake.
Everybody still thinks it's a part of the act.
Yeah.
Chris Rock's like, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Which I can't believe the man says that, but...
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me, and everybody laughed.
Yeah.
You're still thinking it's part of the act. Obviously, he's going to sit down. No sweat.
Yeah. Sits down casually.
Good sport, Will. Good sport, Chris.
That's so crazy to me, yo. But I can't imagine how the man feel. And I've seen so many interviews and Chris Rock shows. I've been to his shows. He's a guy that he's consistently said, he's been bullied his whole life. People has beat him down. Black guys,
right.
White guys. He's not that person. He goes to therapy from his trauma. Kind of person. So I wasn't surprised that he didn't fight Will Smith. I wasn't surprised where he was like, wow, it was just a G.I. Jane joke. You really got pissed off. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Okay, I will. Like, you know what I mean? After somebody just humiliated you on TV, you were still
that's different,
being respectful. And yet, you can tell he has to be somewhat scared. Like, you're so traumatized. He is traumatized by what happened.
Yeah,
Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Surprised. But I mean, part of, like, from learning about trauma, you make jokes about shit a lot more when you're more traumatized.
But that's what comedy does in general.
Right.
That's what he's doing.
Makes it funny.
Yeah, he was lightening the mood. He started off his joke by saying, "Yo, Jada, I love you,
Yeah.
Come on, y'all took it that way. No. Yo, it's crazy to think about it.
What's even more crazy is that watching back the clips, because I only just realized in the clips, everybody was talking about, Will was laughing at first.
Yep.
When I actually looked up the clip, Will was laughing, like, no, ha ha ha, like,
no. He was
like,
laughing.
This nigga really said that shit type of laugh. Nothing like that. The man was laughing.
So what do you think? Because how is it that he looked over at his wife, see that she's not laughing, and that look alone made him go, "Yo, nah, man, I have to kill this man now. Well, I can't kill him, so I'm gonna run up on live TV and slap him."
Maybe Jada have some kind of hole over the man or something. Because the way she rolled up her eyes in her head was like,
she run with goons.
It was literally like a mafia look.
Yeah, that's
like, this nigga is gonna die tonight and he don't even know.
He didn't even know. Oh my God, that's the look that she gave. Oh my God, he didn't even know. Well, and then so she got her goon to run up. Oscar De La Hoya Will.
Man didn't hesitate.
Just went up casually.
And the man did it smooth too, for make everybody know who the new mafioso's boss is.
You think that let's just say your partner gets disrespected, right? And you decide to go and retaliate or defend your partner. And once you start, you get into the act to defend your partner doesn't like try to even pull you back. The fact that Jada didn't even call him, I'm like, well, no, allow it. No, it's not that big of a deal. None of that. Even that's crazy to me. You just let the man slow walk.
Okay, but all right, check this out.
I don't say nothing.
Check this out. Let's insert two other people. Let's say it was Beyonce and Jay-Z sitting down.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock made a joke like that. And they got offended. And Jay-Z decided he's getting up and pimp slapping the shit out of a nigga. I'm not expecting Beyonce to do shit.
Really?
Because they're like the queen and king. Like, they just want shit to happen. Shit just needs to happen.
Yeah, but
I don't expect the other one to hold the other one back.
I understand what you're saying. But then also, when you're the king and the queen, you don't do nothing. People do that for you.
People do that shit for you. But maybe they had to make a public statement. Slap the shit out of it. Don't ever talk about my wife. But then obviously he was raising his voice and shit after. Jay-Z would have just slapped the shit out of him and then been like, shut your fucking mouth about my wife.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
That would have been it.
Yo, I haven't really heard anybody say this, right? But even how Will Smith was like shouting,
yeah,
and he's getting like louder.
Yeah,
the way how he's talking is more so like it wasn't intimidating. It was more so like he's doing it to seem tough.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so weird.
This whole shit seemed fake to me. The whole shit. It's literally, you can tell when somebody's seriously like pissed off.
Yeah. I'm like he's not really pissed. He's almost doing it like it's an act.
Yeah.
That's literally the vibes that I'm getting. I'm like, okay, even when he's singing, I'm like, okay, that's weird. Why is he talking like that?
Yeah, it's rehearsed, but I feel like it's rehearsed. But because
my wife. I'm like, who speaks like that? I'm like, Will Smith from Philly, and that's how he talks?
That's what I'm saying. I feel
that
like
don't make no sense.
It's a rehearsed thing, but at the same time, he's a professional actor and a good fucking one at it. You understand?
Listen, honestly, I don't want to talk a whole hour about how a man gets slapped.
To talk about this.
We don't have it. We're not doing it.
Suits and slaps.
But it does seem a bit weird how just a look caused him to do something as crazy as that, and now he's resigned from the academy.
Right.
Crazy, man.
So what?
I hope he gets sued. I'm not lying.
What does that show you? Well, also
Chris Rock sued Will Smith.
The police were gonna arrest Will, apparently.
Yeah,
which Chris Rock waved them off, right? Which, as a real black man, big up for that because
he didn't
need that shit in his life.
Yeah, he needs it.
He didn't need that shit in his life. Like even if the man humiliated you, that would still be you doing some other shit to another strong black man.
I don't care.
No, there needs to be some other recompense.
You go run up on stage and slap a man on live TV. And you clearly knew Chris
just needs to sign a thing and just collect royalties.
I just realized you're right. They are friends. They have to be friends.
Why? Because he didn't fight him?
Yeah, he have to be friends. How do you have the balls to run up on stage on walk up slowly,
casually
on stage to slap another big black man and not think that something was gonna happen in return?
Right.
Yeah, like you think you could have done that with like a Caribbean man? They would have fucked you up.
But he's not a Caribbean
because
he's been living good for a long time too. You have to look at it like that. Both of them are removed from reality.
Yeah,
both of them are.
I don't know about both. Definitely Will Smith, because and then the crazy thing about it is Will Smith afterwards slap a man on live TV, turn around and walk slowly off.
And go and sit down.
He never even looks back. You think you can? In which world can you hit somebody, turn around casually and never look back? It is continue back. And the person is still standing. They're not on the ground, anything now. They're still standing. And you don't even care to look back to see if them knock you out cold. Nothing.
Can you imagine?
That's so crazy. Of course.
Can you imagine if Chris Rock would have got up and just rugby tackled the shit out of Will?
Boss, I'm telling you.
And stop. Thump you up.
Yo, when I was in high school, right? I remember this man box me dog in the dog. A big man. I'm talking about in Caribbean, we have like forms and whatever. For those that don't know,
and
right?
Them repeated.
Yeah. This nigga has done a couple times in the same class. And he's still in fifth form, which is the last right? Last class.
We're talking a difference of like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's minimum 4. Yeah. Anyways, and I remember I was in this classroom and I was always in there, whatever, troubling girls or whatever. And a man hit me down, right? And he did the same thing. He turned around casually thinking that there was going to be no consequence that this young kid that just started high school is going to do anything to me.
No.
The fact that he turned around so boldly, to me, that felt like that's my window to retaliate.
Yeah.
Because I can't fuck with this guy who's so much bigger than me.
Do nothing to
no, but he turned his back, which means the door was fucking open. I remember doing the craziest run off Jackie Chan gig out. I kicked him out the classroom, right? Oh, what a ras you talk. I think he's still there right now because it's all concrete and his face was planted on the concrete afterwards. And I didn't show up at school for the week after.
That'd be a wonder because you can't show up.
But that's what I'm saying. How did Chris Rock allow this man to turn around? How did Will Smith just turn around his back after slapping somebody and walk off slow?
Chris Rock
that doesn't make sense.
Chris Rock did the right thing. Imagine Chris Rock would have run off and rugby tackle him and start fucking him up.
Yeah.
Then what do we have? Two powerful black dudes looking like two yard
idiots.
niggas.
Yeah, it just this, and then,
the field niggas are fighting again.
Will Smith a couple years ago, I remember when Chris Rock was hosting the Oscars and Will Smith and Jada was like boycotting the Oscars and whatnot, saying the Oscars is too white, which they're right. You know what I mean? Just like how we're talking about Will Smith's first time getting an award and Samuel Jackson and so on. And there's barely any women who's won. You know what I mean? After all of that, they were boycotting. Fine. Chris Rock hosted it. And then you're basically going through all these things, and then this is how you retaliate, or this is how you acted the day you won,
the day you finally made the change happen and shit. Like, it's whack.
It's crazy.
It's whack. It looks bad. It's terrible. It's terrible. It doesn't look good at all.
I wouldn't mind so much if Chris Rock did do my move and run up and kick him back into his seat.
Nah, that would have set us back. That would have set us back. Imagine all the white racists there, like, oh man,
yeah, these niggas.
We needed him to do that shit.
Yeah. This
if that's how the civilized ones act.
Yeah.
Imagine how the uncivilized ones.
Yeah, because Will Smith is very white. I'm sorry,
very white.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is white.
At least now, them niggas been living lavish for a long time,
and that's how he acted.
So
imagine
how the rest of us.
They're over this.
I know if I was Chris, I ain't taking a slap like that.
You know what that means, no? Right? 50 Cent, you're never getting an Oscar. That's it.
Well, what 50 Cent say? 50 Cent petty already, right?
Yeah.
The man say, well, everybody hate Chris.
Everybody does hate Chris. I'm sorry. If it is that's what Will Smith did, there's no way 50 Cent getting an invitation to the Oscars. So all this movie thing he doing, he's gonna quit. I'm sorry. Yeah, because white people realize that he can't take these niggas anyway, apparently. Oh my gosh.
But anyway, there's no moral to this story, boy. Just keep people's names out your mouth. Oh, unless you're a comedian. That's fucked up.
Even comedians are
what? We need to do a whole episode on comedy culture nowadays.
Yeah, probably. I love it. Anyways, man. I'm still drinking my Kingston 62.
You don't know Kennedy's Club.
Straight
Big up yourself.
Yes, indeed. Man, what a week it's been. But we had to talk about that, man. You already know. It's a rum table. Mm-hmm. This is episode 23, man. 23 and going.
It's getting up
Jordan numbers.
Hey.
We out here. You already know how to reach us. Any comments, questions, leave it in the YouTube link. Or if you haven't yet, make sure you rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, whatever it is that you listen to. We'd really appreciate that.
Right.
And and we're also making different ways how you can support us. Buy us a coffee, donate to the PayPal. Anything that helps. You already know.
We need some new socks, you see me?
No, we don't need new socks. But thank y'all, especially if you made it to the end. Much love. And
appreciate y'all as usual.
Again, we shall link soon.
Well, it's a rum table. Yo, Shaq, pick up yourself on this podcast. You don't know what Just Stick or represented. You're listening to the Rum Table podcast. So open.